Hello, welcome to Math 208. My name is Kate Meyer. I will be your math facilitator for the next 5 weeks. I am so excited to get started, but before we get started, I just wanted to chat with you just a little bit to tell you kind of how I view this class so you can get an idea of what to expect and what to look forward to. The first question I get all the time is, why Math 208? What is Math 208? I'm never going to use this. Why do I have to use this? And the reason I think we use college algebra is it's more a class in success training. Like, how can you be successful? And through this class, we're going to learn different things, like how to be creative, think and figure things out, to learn to self-teach, and to build self-confidence. And we're going to do all of this using the subject of mathematics. So looking back, if we're going to look on how to be creative, we're going to think on different ways to solve things, to figure things out. If I don't know the steps or the processes, I definitely need to know how to teach myself how to do these things. And the more I get right, the more confident I'll be. And math is an excellent way to do this because it's very systematic. There are a lot of examples spread out all over, and we really do use a lot of math every day, from in the kitchen to banking, to carpentry, to grocery shopping. There are lots and lots and lots of ways that we use math. We may not use equation solving in our daily life where we write down an equation and we set things up. However, there are so many times when I need to find an unknown value, or what is my maximum purchase point, or how much money do I need to invest now in order to retire. And these are all things that this class can help you learn how to do. But more than that, you can take what you learn in this class, the skill set, and you can apply it to how to learn anything, and how to be successful, how to build your self-esteem and confidence in learning new, more difficult things, not just what we're doing here. So the first thing I need you to do is stop saying, I am bad at math, I can't do this. And instead start saying, I can do this, I will do this. You decide to have a positive attitude from right at the beginning, and you decide how hard you're willing to work to be successful, to prove that you're not bad at math and that you can do it. A lot of people think they're bad or think they can't do it because they had a bad experience. They didn't have a good teacher, they had a hard time learning when other people learned it really fast. They sat in a room of 30 students and the teacher kind of looked down on them and called them stupid. That actually happened to me once, by the way, and I didn't quit. I wanted to, but I didn't, so I can understand how you're feeling. But just realize that if you had a bad experience, it doesn't mean that you're bad at the whole subject. It just means you need to have a good experience. And why not have this class be your first good experience? In order to do that, you will have to work hard. Everyone learns differently. Everyone learns at a different pace. So if you're reading comments from students and it's like, oh, I got that really fast, or oh, I don't understand that at all, just realize we're all different and we all want to work together. The more we help others, the more we're actually helping ourselves. And this class gives you plenty of opportunities to work hard and to work with each other as long as you decide to use those opportunities. Every week we're going to be participating in classroom discussions. Remember, you need to post at least 8 times on at least 3 different days in order to earn full credit for participation. You need to complete your Math Lab study plans. This is going to be the bulk of where you're learning how to do the math. You can talk about some of these experiences in the classroom, how you think through these experiences. But remember, this is where you're going to spend a lot of time. And what you do in the Math Lab does not carry over to your participation, so you have to make sure you participate in both. Once you've completed your study plan, you want to also complete the Math Lab quizzes. Now, the study plan, there is a number you have to reach in order to open up the quiz. However, the strong suggestion, especially in the early weeks, and every week really, master as much as you can so that you can be successful. Math builds on itself. So what you learn in week 1, you're going to apply to week 2. What you learn in week 1 and week 2 applies to week 3. What you learn in this class applies to your next math class. So you want to make sure you really understand it, not just you're doing it as fast as you can to get through it. You are not alone. In the self-help section of this class, we provide lots of examples or places for you to get help. The Center for Math Excellence is an excellent location to look for stuff and to go through things. There's a math help group in Phoenix Connect where you can talk to lots of people. They check it, they give advice, opinions, suggestions, ways to answer questions. There are online tutors through this course. One thing I didn't write, but I meant to, was there also live labs. So if you're like, oh, I just need that motivation from being in that group and feeling people talking to me right at that moment, that's what the live labs are for. So make sure you check those out, that you can go into those. You can always use search engines and look up topics for videos and websites that have help. Remember, a lot of these concepts are taught at all different levels, so that you're going to have lots of different levels of how they're explained, whether it be to a middle school classroom, a high school classroom, a college class. Find the one that makes sense to you. Age doesn't matter when you're learning mathematics. In this class, you also have each other, and you have me, and we can discuss it through the discussion forums, over the phone, in the classroom. There are lots of different ways that will work, that you can find help and get help within this class. But remember, even though you're not alone, you're not sitting with me in front of you lecturing. So it's very important that you make the effort, like what's going to help me? How do I learn the best? And you want to learn through experience. So many people are like, oh, I just have to have the right answer, and if I don't go into it knowing it, then there's no hope for me to learn it. The Wright brothers have said that so many times people end up fixated on doing things right that they end up doing nothing at all. And if they were people who were like that, then we wouldn't have flying. So no airplanes, and that would be awful. But just, don't worry about, am I getting it right? Worry about, am I learning how to do it so that I can get and understand it so I can get the stuff right. Because you do want to have the right answer, but that's not the end all. The end all is, how am I learning? If I get a question wrong, can I go back and can I figure out how I got it wrong? How can I learn how to get this type of question right so the next time I see it, I won't get it wrong again? And a big thing, if you have a technical issue, contact technical support. They are your go-to people. I am not a technical support person. Once you talk to them, please feel free to contact me and be like, hey, I've talked to them. They haven't been able to fix it. This is what we're doing. Here's my number if you need to talk to them. And that is great. But don't wait for the 24 hours to 48 hours based on when you send it to me, and if it's a day off, to let me know you're having issues and ask me what you should do. If you're having technical issues, you should contact technical support. I hope that you're looking forward to this class as much as I am, and I will see you in the classroom.